is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. It's tough.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of The Beer Chasers. I'm Preston. We're joined again by Galatiani and Sarah. Ladies, how's it going?
Good.
So we're going to continue on our coffee stout exploration. What do we have tonight?
First we have Modern Times Black House.
Followed by Tioga-Sequoia Hour Breakfast Stout.
So both these are pretty highly rated. Really excited to try them. You ready to go?
Yep.
Yes.
Let's drink some beer. Black House is an oatmeal coffee stout from the Modern Times Brewery out of San Diego, California. Modern Times roasts their own coffee for each batch, which allows them to be extremely picky about which coffees they use. It has an ABV of 5.8%, an IBU of 42, Rate Beer rates it at 96, Beer Advocate rates it at 89, Untappd rates it at 4.0. Alright, so up first we have Modern Times Black House. Let's go for the review. Look at the appearance. So for a stout, this looks a little light. I'm kind of getting hints of red, kind of ruby through here, so
Yes.
not super dark. I think carbonation-wise looks to be on point. What do y'all think?
Yeah, you can definitely see like the reddish purplish kind of. It looks pretty.
Probably one of the lightest stouts I've seen.
Yeah, so I think on the rating scale for the appearance, I'll go with a 2.75. I mean, for the most part, it looks like it should. It's just a little lighter, so I'm going to ding it just a little bit. Let's go for the smell.
Or the inhale.
Yeah. So I do get a little bit of coffee, but it's not really strong. It's not very pungent.
It definitely smells like other oatmeal stouts that I've had. There's a sweetness, I guess,
Yeah.
from the oats.
I'm just not getting as strong of a smell. I'm like really pulling for a little bit.
Yeah,
of
it almost smells
Yeah.
more like cocoa or chocolatey. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't get much of
Yeah.
a stout roast from it either. So,
Yeah, I agree. It's just I'm pulling really hard to try to, smell.
Yeah.
so for based on the description of the beer and the style, I'm gonna go with another 2.75. I think it's slightly under what I would expect. So best part, the taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's got a nice coffee flavor.
It does.
It kind of finishes a little long. It kind of opens up and gets real sweet kind of towards the end of the swallow.
Yes.
But not as roasty as I would expect, and it's kind of lacking again on the stoutiness of it. It's not really a stout. What do you think?
It's a lot more roasty than it smells. I mean, I was surprised by that. I can tell it's a stout, but yeah, it's a little... But it does linger. It definitely lingers.
Yeah, I can taste the coffee and the sweetness, and it lingers. It feels like really light, like
Just like it looks.
super light, like lemonade or something would be, where you could probably get in a lot of trouble not realizing.
Yeah. The best way I can describe this, it almost tastes more like a Munich Dunkel or like an Oktoberfest Vienna kind of beer that has some coffee than an actual stout beer. So them saying it's a stout, like if they said this was a Munich or an Oktoberfest with some coffee, I'd be like, you know what, I could see that, but I'm not really impressed with the stoutness of it. I'm going to rate it 2.75. Again, it's not terrible, but it's definitely under expectation. So how about the mouthfeel? What do y'all think about that? I think it's a little thin
Yeah.
for style.
Yes, definitely.
I do like that it does have a nice long finish. It does kind of, I'm not going to say it coats nicely, but it does kind of stick around and linger, so it's not a swallow and gone, but it's definitely not as thick as it should be.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
No, it's
I
very
agree.
light.
So, again, the theme is 2.75. I think
Yeah.
it's just under kind of what I expect. Not terrible, but definitely not what it should be. So, overall, across the board, 2.75s. Would you all agree? Or
Yeah, I
agree.
definitely agree. I mean, flavor's good, but you wouldn't think this was a stout.
No.
yeah, it's not a terrible beer, but unfortunately, not always home runs. At least you go to bat and give it a shot.
Yes.
So that is the Black House. Rush Hour is a full-bodied breakfast stout brewed by Tioga-Sequoia Brewing out of Fresno, California. The beer is created in collaboration with roaster Café Corazon, where each year they use a different strain of coffee from different regions of the world. It has an ABV of 7.2%, an SRM of 38, an IBU of 35. Beer Advocate rates it at 92, Untappd rates it at 4.0, Rate Beer is unrated. Alright, so up next we have the Rush Hour Breakfast Stout. Let's go for the review. Look at the appearance. For stout, definitely darker than the last one.
Way dark.
Definitely looks nice. I mean, black, nice brown bubbles. I'll rate this 3.5. Looks nice. What do y'all think?
Yeah, it's definitely dark. I don't see anything really through the glass.
Nope.
All right, let's move on to the smell. Definitely smell that roasted coffee.
Yes.
I'm not getting a ton of the milk stout, the chocolateness or anything, but
No, not yet.
No, just roastiness.
But you're not pulling for the smell.
Yeah.
This one you can definitely.
yeah, definitely more aromatic in the coffee sense than the last beer we had. For the smell, I'll go 3.25. Smells a little nicer than some of the other ones, but nothing blowing me away.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, the best part, the taste. Cheers. That's good. It's not as coffee roasty as in the smell. I'm not getting a ton of the coffee on the taste, but I taste more of the kind of the milk chocolate, milk stout that I do with the coffee. What do y'all think?
It tastes creamy. Like I don't know. Like you can definitely
It is creamy.
feel like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It does have that creaminess. Definitely
It
like
is
it's more like an actual coffee than an actual beer.
It's creamy with a nice little roast. It's a perfect balance, I think.
It's nice. I think I'll rate that 3.5 in the taste. I think it's a little better than average. Again, nothing blowing me away, but it's good overall.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah. Mouthfeel, so I think that kind of plays in the mouthfeel. It's kind of real smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think it's the right body, kind of medium-ish, not super heavy. Not a swallow and gone. Again, carbonated, nice, smooth.
Yeah.
Anything to
Yeah,
add?
I think it's smooth. It's nice.
Perfect balance of everything, really.
Yeah. I think on the mouthfeel, I'll go with a 4. So overall, where is that going to put that? Somewhere in the 3.5, 3.75 range, I think. Not super blowing me away, but a solid effort nonetheless. So on a scale of 1 to 10 overall, how do you guys feel about this?
I would say it's an 8.5. I really like the taste. I like the creaminess. I mean, it's still not as powerfully packed as some of the other coffee stouts I've had before, but still, I'm impressed with the balance of the cream.
Me
and
too.
the coffee
I rate
flavor.
8.5 all day long.
All right, so 8.5, a 3.5, 3.75 overall. That is the Rush Hour Breakfast Stout. Okay, so those tastings complete. That's going to wrap up this episode of The Beer Chasers. We started with Modern Times Black House.
So I think overall it kind of fell flat for all of us.
Yeah.
It was very thin. It didn't have from the color, from the texture, and it just didn't. I mean, it had the coffee flavor, just not what a stout is like. The nice heavy richness.
Right.
Yeah, I never would have said that was an actual coffee stout. It tasted like an Oktoberfest with some coffee to me. We did neglect to give your overall rating. So in that beer, overall, 1 to 10, how would you guys rate that beer?
I would give it a 7. I mean, it has good flavor. It's just not a stout. It's not that nice heaviness. So
Okay.
I'm going to go with a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's good, but it's not what it's supposed to be.
Okay. Well, then we had the Rush Hour Breakfast Stout.
That one, we agreed it was creamy, smooth, a good balance of everything, milky, a little bit of coffee flavor, very good.
Awesome. So looking at the beer chaser aspect, would either of you go beer chasing for the first beer? And I probably know the answer, I already know. I'm probably not. I don't think I'm even going to trade for it. I wouldn't buy it again. I'm not even sure if it was on draft somewhere that I would get it.
Yeah.
Unless, all they had was Budweiser and that was like the one craft beer, I might get it.
Maybe then, yeah.
How about the Rush Hour Breakfast Stout? Is this something that you would put some miles on for beer chasing? Would you drive an hour to the brewery to go get it?
I would drive an hour, yeah.
Hop in the car.
Would you drive out of state to get it?
I don't think I would drive out of state.
No.
All right, so now, I think I would agree definitely on. It's definitely one worth trading for. I can get this one, through Reddit trading forums. I could would drive a couple hours to a brewery and make a trip of getting it. But would I go out of state? Would I fly to some special beer festival to pick it up? Probably not.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so those tastings complete. I think that's going to wrap up this episode of Beer Chasers. I'm Preston, Galatiani, Sarah. We'll see you later.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. And stop. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.